We dug out the side curtains that we have for this thing and started to clean them up a little bit. And man, what do you know? It looks like it might even be usable. The plastic in here is pretty bad, but the material looks reasonable. And the other side is just a framework there that holds the plastic in place, and that certainly needs taken off and cleaned up, and we could paint that. But I'm gonna have to put some thought into what this material is, or what we could use in there. I'm thinking a piece of acrylic, probably not going to be right, and I'm sure somebody sells material for that, so we might have a look at that. There she sits. Got the hood on, got her to latch down. Looking good. Looks like something anyway. Came in here looking like nothing. You gotta love that long hood. We do have a problem, I think, with the wheels. We had one square tire, but I think we got a couple of wobbly wheels. And to be very honest, that's above my pay grade. I remember driving myself crazy trying to straighten the wheel on my bicycle when I was about 11 years old, so I can only imagine that these would really put me in the loony bin. So what we're going to have to do is find somebody to true up the wheels, or buy some new wheels, or something as we get further along with this and refine it. Also having a problem with the speedometer. I wanted to jump around and not work properly, and I pulled the cable out, which was more than a 5-minute job, thank you very much, and lubed it all up, made sure that it was routed correctly, no binds or twists, and didn't fix the problem really. I'm afraid that the solution is going to be to pull that Speedo back out of the dash and send it back to the guys that worked on it, along with a video on what happens to it. The other day when we were driving it, it was going along, seemed to be working, and the odometer was working, and all of a sudden it went from like 50 to about 100, and then all the way around to the bottom, down at 6 o'clock there, and stuck there. And then we got it to work again, and the last go around it didn't seem to be working at all. So there's something in the mechanism there is not correct, but man made it, man can fix it. We'll stay on it. Well, we couldn't find anything in the system that kept the speedometer from functioning, so we pulled the Speedo back out of the dash and sent it off to our friends at From the Frame Up, who found a broken gear in there and fixed it up for us and sent it back quickly, I might add. That's what happens with these old units. You know, there really aren't any spare parts for them, so if you're going to fix one, you got to steal parts from another one. And things happen. So the first time around we got 22 kilometers before it went sideways, and we've got it repaired and back in again, so we're ready to go again. That's just the way it goes with these old cars. So finally managed to get it out in the driveway again. Oh, I can walk around here without falling down. One of the things we had to do is pull the original steering wheel off and put a little custom wheel on there so old Bob could squeeze his fat belly in there and move it. Before that, we had to hire a test driver, so it's still not a lot of room in there, and I would say that you better have a pair of those pointy Italian driving shoes, because there's not a lot of room in the foot box there for the pedals. I have no sensation of where the throttle pedal is. Sort of, maybe it's the shoes I have on, but can't really feel it. And the clutch and brake are so doggone close together that you got to be careful there. But we did fix the speedometer and went about 4 or 5 miles around the block, and I'd say that that's all good. We still need to do something with the wheels. We got some wobbly wheels, and to be very, very honest, the best thing you can do in that situation is buy some new wheels, because these things are so old. If you think you're going to true them up or relace them or whatever it is you think you're going to do, by the time you get done, you're probably going to be pretty near the cost of a new wheel and have had a lot more aggro. So I don't know that they're all bad, but we really need to pick out. There's one in particular, maybe two, that are on the wobbly side, and replace those. And one thing we haven't done, we didn't do on this, is an alignment, and it's not a lot to align there. The toe, basically, the camber is set, and I believe the caster's probably set as well, but that needs done. But there you go, 1947 MG TC rebuilt.